Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Donkey Kong Country 3. In the previous episode, we got struck by lightning that could think, run off cliffs repeatedly by angry crocs wielding shields, and sure enough, damn near doubled our death total. But despite all that, it's been worth it. Just a short distance ahead now is our final destination. Sort of. First, we got one final trial. Just one more obstacle in our path. How bad could it be, right? Well, one more pipeline level, and this one's primarily underwater. Let's go forward, shall we? Uh-oh. Oh, see, turns out this water's been tainted by some kind of strange chemical that reverses your controls, so pressing right moves you left and vice versa. And yep, not only that, but this is going to be, bit of a spoiler alert, this is going to be by far the toughest water level we've seen so far, if those lurchins were any indication. If you ever jump out of this strange liquid, your controls go back to normal. Let me show you here. I'll hold left. Complicated, isn't it? So whenever you're near the water surface, try to move as little as possible. Easy. We have a green Coco wandering aimlessly here. A lot of lurchins. Be very careful. I'm not sure how they can survive down here, to be honest. Easy around the crimp. Got him. They're a coin for us. Don't forget all your advanced movement options. Short hop if you need to see what's below you real fast. Whoop. See, it just really disorients you, this level does. It screws with your muscle memory. Careful. I've really noticed in recent episodes how much I say the words careful and easy. I gotta make a real intent to vary my word choice up here. Let's stay up above these. Whoa! There we go. And just past this red Coco, darting in between these lurchins, is our first bonus barrel. It's a bash the baddies in a water level, you know what that means. Yep, sure enough, an on-guard barrel. Man, we need that. So, his controls are reversed too, unfortunately, but as long as you keep things simple, it's not that bad. Make very small, precise controls. Only press Y when you're close to an enemy. Easy there, buddy. And you'll have more than enough time to loop around and nab this bonus coin. And, due to the nature of the bonus area, you get to stay in this form once you leave the bonus barrel, which was just a little up there, as you can see. Interestingly enough, there is a regular on-guard barrel in a different part of the level, just as there is in Easy there, buddy. See how he just kind of lunges at stuff out of instinct sometimes, as it is with Baz's blockade, and it's right here. As you've noticed, there are two Cocos guarding this one, moving back and forth. So effectively, the regular barrel in this level is actually tougher to reach than the bonus barrel containing an on-guard barrel. Yeah, go figure. Over here, at some point, there it is a bear coin. Just one? I thought so. You want to be very careful here, especially around these lurchins. Use Y to go between them, not at them. Can never be too careful here. And I know you're probably thinking, wow, we've gone quite a way. Oh, okay, now that's very relevant. We've gone quite a ways. Where's the DK barrel? Well, they pulled a buzzer barrage with this level. You see, that one at the very beginning is the only one in the first half of this level. Yeah. The good news is we're already halfway through. And if you reach the star barrel while you're in the form of on-guard, you get to keep the form every time you respawn. And here's the second DK barrel of the level, fortunately enough. Ooh, that was close. Easy, just work your way through here. Stop if you need to. Easy. Oh, that's not good. Okay, don't get hit. Ooh, almost got hit. Off to the right here. More Cocos. Good thing we can take them out. Let's go after them if they're on your level. And here's the no sign. They couldn't let you go all this way with it easy. And on-guard leaves behind a 1-up, which is kind of a big deal, since this way, every time we respawn, if we make it this far, we get our life back. Not that it's any consolation. Because you're going to get even more complicated here. Neat little graphical effect. I thought there was a bit of a layering bug there with that lurchin up top that isn't affected by the little purple cloud there. But it turns out that cloud's just not where it is. Go figure. So now we got to time this just right to get past this Coco, just like with the first bonus barrel. They're already stepping the difficulty up. Time your swimming so that you go to where the lurchins aren't. There's another DK barrel, and we promptly get hit again because we jumped the gun. Don't get hit, kitty. Another Coco here. There we go. Go further, we're going to have a lurchin come down at us here. The bananas tell us where to go. High jump to get past it. Another red Coco. This one's going back and forth again. Going a little slower, though. There we go. let's not turn. There we go. Into my next verbal tick, shall we? Just a little higher. We got 2 to go between this time. This one's a little... Okay, a lot difficult. Okay, we got another fork in the road, and we want to go left here. Do as before, and stay where the lurchins aren't. Got another one here. This one's practically a minefield, just like in Floodlit Fish, except it's a mobile one. And just at the very end of this is bonus barrel number 2. Alright, what are they going to finish this off with? That could have been worded better. But it's just a simple circuit around this area, collecting stars. But of course, the reverse controls make this much more complicated than it should be. You can and will find yourself having to double back here, and the time limit is surprisingly tight for this challenge. And then I promptly beat it with 10 seconds to go. Bonus barrel drops us a ways off up ahead. There's the G, in fact. And there's a steel keg, and, well, there's the coin. Well, where are we? Well, we're just past where the fork would have led us if we'd gone up. Yeah, turns out this one's a labyrinth just like Low G Labyrinth. So let's jump out of here. Whoops, got a little turned around. And to get this DK coin, we gotta jump up on the shield, aim right. Oh, got it. And the good news is, that's it. Just jump out here, and here's a flag. I can't believe I got through that one unscathed. I'm so confident, aren't I? Well, this is it, everyone. Kastle Kaos. With a name like that, I'm sure you know who we're gonna find here. Strap yourselves in, everyone, because here we go. On guard. Different music befitting the final boss. And there he is. Comes back. This time, Chaos will be victorious. And Chaos is back, complete with the Terminator look. So he's going to do as he did before, move back and forth, try to hit us with his exhaust. But this time, instead of jumping on his head, he won't give us the opportunity. Careful. We got to nab this barrel and hit him with it. One hit to the Terminator head. And interestingly enough, it flies off, revealing... I'm not entirely sure what this is supposed to be referencing. Kind of surprised it didn't go with a Dalek reference, considering where it's situated all over across the pond. But more importantly, this head shoots artillery fire out of its head. But one more shot with a barrel, and this head's done for too. Chaos falls away. A crane comes by to lift it up. Just what's going on around here, and who's that back there? Oh no! What have you done? My wife's going to kill me! I used all her best pots and pans to make him. Then you just cast him aside. As if he were a stack of empty tins. I thought that's what he was, Dixie says. What? How dare you! Chaos was my ticket to world domination. And I'd have gotten away with it. If it wasn't for you meddling kids. That's obligatory, right? I guess it just isn't your day, is it? But no one say Dixie can't talk. Well, you may have roasted my robot, but I'm the master chef around here. And I reckon it's about time your goose was cooked. Well, if it isn't a tyrannical, deranged leader of the Kremlin crew, sworn enemy to the Kongs, and fan-favorite Smash 4 DLC candidate King K. Rool, operating under the alias of the mad scientist Baron Karulenstein. Eat your heart out, Wonder Red. And so, who else would the final boss of a Donkey Kong Country game in this era be? And K. Rool starts off this first phase very simple. He's just going to kind of fly by at a low elevation. Normally, you'd have to be very careful not to get hit, unless you know you can just duck under him. A technique that did hardly any good up to this point of the game is nigh essential for this fight. And so now I'm sure you've seen these Tesla coils on each corner of the battle area as Kitty gets hit there. Lovely. These Tesla coils that provide you somewhere to stand, and these levers that, when higher up, you can pull down to make a barrel come down. And this barrel is, naturally, the key to hurting K. Rool. But, well, some complicated stuff happened there, but we'll have to get back to that in a second. Fortunately, if you died during this phase of the fight, when you resume it, you'll be right back at Cruel. No need to hurt Chaos again. Let's bring Kitty out first since he's got a better throwing on. The levers come back. Find out which one of them is higher up. Wait for Cruel to fly by. And drop down, grab the barrel, and if you still have time, aim for his copter pack to deal a hit. And as the king flies around uncontrollably for a bit, I want to point out the background here. You see all these interesting little gizmos and things. Careful. See some machines. Is that a rack back there? Yeesh. So yeah, where Cruel was just your standard conqueror type character in Donkey Kong Country 1, and I didn't time that right. I should be jumping on the lever and then jumping over him as he approaches. And went for a pirate motif in Donkey Kong Country 2. He's gone overboard with the whole mad scientist theme this time. There's hit number 2, barely got him. And if you've noticed by now, the mad scientist motif really shows. I mean, we fought a giant living barrel, a giant living snowman, a giant, some kind of twisted freak of a sea slug, if that's what Squirt was anyway. And now phase 2 of the fight begins. Just a narrow platform here to keep you out of harm's way. These Tesla coils coming alive. The floor is lava here, people. Or lightning. Do you notice by now there's a neat little graphical effect down on the bottom that shows the lightning reflected. It's actually really cool. And so, our only safe haven is that platform to the right, and these 4 levers now. And Cruel, as before, is trying to clip us while he's moving back and forth, pulling this high lever. Lets us reach this barrel, brings this barrel down, and so, I missed. Let's just wait for Cruel to come back. Got it. And so now, you wait for him to come by again. Come on, buddy. Jump, aim, got him, and he gets fried. So now we gotta do this one more time, of course. And if you notice by now, it's not just the bosses he's cooked up that seem to be, Cruel's been up to some evil stuff. In fact, he's actually been tinkering with the environment in ways, and it's not just with Mechanos. It's been, there's hit number 4, got him again. Ooh, that was close. He's gonna mess with things again. Presses another button. Where is he? Okay, he's gonna do it now. This platform moves off to the left. And now, instead of having levers, there's a second platform moving back and forth while Cruel still moves back and forth. I said back and forth twice. Well, if you haven't, careful. Well, that sucks. Alright then, take 3. So Cruel's been up to some real nasty stuff so far. Well, throughout this part of the game. This is stressful, okay? So, okay, let's do this correctly this time. If you don't, if you're not ducking, you can just do this. Makes it a little harder to land a hit on him, though. So there, that one landed on him. As you can see, you don't really get a chance to use it if it lands on him. So he's been doing more than just setting up that that set of factories over on Mechanos to ruin things. He's also, among other things, created a gigantic ripsaw on Mechanos to destroy the forest and presumably destroy other forests as he needs once the ones on Mechanos are done for. He's turned Kremwood Forest into his own personal base, if you notice all the supplies and stuff throughout the tree levels there. He has... Careful. This is a bad time to draw a blank, isn't it? Although I suppose... I mean, can you blame me, though, with all this multitasking going on? I mean, whoa! Alright, Cruel's going to set up the second phase of the fight. Let's get on the platform here. On guard, buddy. He's also, among other things... you know that strange chemical stuff in poisonous... Yeah, down goes Kitty. In poisonous pipeline that reverses your controls? Well, if you remember in his fight in Donkey Kong Country 2, he shot a strange purple clouded gas late in the fight that also did the same thing. So that's actually a real interesting little callback that you might not have noticed was there. And of course, I can't go without mentioning that all-too-smart Lightning and Lightning Lookout that, as it turns out, might have been more than just malicious. It might have been a weapon, and the big guy might have been aiming at us. Yeah. Alright, 4 hits, we're back to where we were before. Let's not screw up again, shall we? Wait for the platform to come by. Land on it safely thanks to the helicopter spin. This is Dixie's game after all. She should get to be the one doing most of the heavy lifting in this fight. Duck under Cruel again. Spin back to the barrel. And aim. Hit number 5. if I were you, I'd wait for Kurul to get back up before you go to pull the lever again. Here we... Oh. I should mention, the platforms are actually slightly narrower than their sprite implies. Alright, fourth time, lucky. Back, kitty. Let's do this again. Lever's gonna go up, let's drop ourselves under him. There's hit number 1. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's a radar back there. In fact, maybe that is how he was aiming the lightning. Oh, well, there goes Kitty again. I just can't keep him alive in this fight, can I? Hit number... No, I'm gonna waste that one. Easy. I haven't really complimented the music enough, have I? This is really kick-ass music. Look at me talking, my aim is off again. Easy. Okay, let's play Curse. This is not a good time for you to kick in. Here's hit number 2, easy. Let him fly around. Yeah. Alright, begin phase 2. There we go, wait for him to start moving. Spin back over, there's a barrel for us. And must have aimed just a little high. I suppose his actual weak point isn't the entire copter pack itself, it's more the pack part of the copter pack and a little of his back. So, aim for that. There we go, see? And he gets zapped. We need to go back here. And pull the lever. And get back without getting zapped ourselves. Wait for it. Just a little late on that. Alright. Time it just right. There's hit number 4. Let's not mess this up this time. Come on. Begin phase 3. Onto the platform. You'd think he would think to just swing by a little lower that time, but no. For as cunning as he usually is, he's not all that smart at times in this fight. Let's wait for this platform to come back. Casually blow a bubble while in mortal peril. Easy. Back. Ooh, man, that was close. Nope, I shouldn't have thrown it. Okay then, this is the quote-quote final boss for a reason. Okay. And, oh, that's not part of the script. Okay then. And that's our first hit. Let the king swing around. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense in hindsight, but hey, it rhymed. Cross here to the other lever. Wait for it, wait for it. And there's hit number 2. At least his phase is going as planned. Alright. And bring on the lightning. Just you and me, buddy. Uh-oh. I underestimated how... overestimated how long it'd taken to turn around. Or something like that. Okay, take, what is this now? Alright, begin phase 1. I'll get further one of these days, I assure you. Drop the barrel, take aim, got him. Alright, first hit went by smoothly. Easy. Alright, line this up. Here's hit number 2. Alright. Dead air, my worst enemy. Even more of an enemy than Kurtain in a way. Probably because he's in more than just one game. Kurtan's in multiple games too. What am I saying? You know what I mean, guys. Come on. Sometimes you run out of things when you're fighting a boss for the however many times this is. There we go. Alright, syntax is weird. Let's hit number 4, right? That is hit number 4, right? Yeah, that's hit number 4. Okay, let's get through this part of the fight alive this time. Maybe I shouldn't be tempting fate like this. Nice and easy. Duck under him. Still hasn't caught on, has he? Let's bring the barrel down. Alright. There's hit number 5. Gotta do it one more time. I mean, you've noticed the pattern here. Gotta hit him twice for each of these phases. Same as before. There we go. Yeah. Alright. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Got him. Hit number 6. Man, he gets zapped. You'd think he'd get tired of that. But he's got one more trick up his sleeve. The platform on the right disappears, and the lightning will now turn off and on. Barrels will drop down below, so you need to drop down and pick it up before the lightning takes care of it. Hit Kurtain, taking care not to hit a spot that doesn't count as his weak point. And so, once you hit him, fortunately, once you do hit him, he stays stunned long enough for the lightning to do the job. You gotta give it to the big guy. He can take a lot of punishment. We've hit him 7 times already, and he's still going. Though I suppose that's no surprise considering he takes a lot of punishment in his boss fights in the first 2 games. That was a mistake. Just how much longer can he last? We'll have to see. I shouldn't have thrown that! Oh man, that was close. Alright, gotta get off to the left side here. There's the barrel. Pick it up. Wait for it. There we go. Take care of it, lightning. But no, he can take one more hit. That was close. For the 9th and final time. Wait for it. Wait for it. Got him. And Kurtain goes flying through that barely patched up trapdoor, leaving behind a bonus coin, and there's Kitty. Chaos falls, revealing. There's where they were. Ugh, my head. What happened? 1 minute I was dreaming. About the world's biggest pile of bananas. Next, I was a power-crazed madman. I can't do Diddy's voice. So yeah, basically the reason DK and Diddy were kidnapped was because Kurtain needed them to serve, they stuck them in the Chaos body to serve as both battery and brain, if you can wrap your heads around that. Sure enough, Cranky isn't impressed. Dixie and Kitty have a way of convincing him, though. You wouldn't hurt a guy with glasses, would you? And so here's a neat little extra. This is going to feature, some stuff from all the enemies and allies in the game. You might remember something similar in Donkey Kong Country 2. And so while this scrolls along, I'll leave you to enjoy, more or less. If you look real closely, you notice that when the coin's facing the left there, the game just mirrors the sprite, so the DK coin actually looks reflected when it's facing left. Hey, wait a minute. Who are these guys? We never saw them before. What's going on? If you've noticed by now, they stuck all the terrestrial enemies in either mill, mountain, or snow environments, which has kind of led to some interesting stuff, such as seeing nibs and minkies in mill levels where they didn't come close to appearing. Yeah, curiously enough, they actually, for the bosses, they actually just use still portraits of them based on their official renders and not the actual sprites of the bosses themselves. I suppose I figured it'd be more kind of a dynamic, kind of special thing. I still don't know what Squirt's supposed to be. Well, it turns out there's one exception to the portrait rule. If you notice, the propeller part of his jet copter thing isn't there, so it looks like he's just kind of levitating. Blasted camera isn't working, huh? Actually, now that I think about it, I think this is no ordinary. These are no ordinary mill, mountain, and snow backdrops. I think that's actually Squeals on Wheels, Lenguin Lunge. In this case, Bass's Blockade. That was where the on-guard barrel was in Bass's Blockade, if you remember. And a recolored version of Ropey Rumpus. Remember that part, right? I think that's actually right around where the coin was hidden. Turns out, actually, the Bear Brothers also have just portraits. Although I suppose with them, it does make a little more sense, considering many of their sprites are kind of similar in pose. And this helps give them a little more personality. Wait a minute, Boomer? Who's that? We haven't met him. I don't sound convincing in the slightest, do I? And curiously enough, here's Ropey Rumpus in its actual palette. She actually started up by that hidden area right after you get parried. Damn it, kitty. This is why people don't like you. And of course, the credits themselves. If you didn't notice at the very beginning of this LP, the center tumbler, whatever it's called, is actually done through some of the primitive 3D the Super Nintendo Entertainment System was capable of. And so, Kurul has been defeated yet again. Or has he? The fact that we've only seen 88% of the game so far, despite having found every single bonus coin, DK coin, and banana bird so far, is quite suspicious. We're not done yet, ladies and gentlemen, even though that was painfully obvious, especially considering how old this game is and how you surely found out about it. Probably. Next time on Let's Play Donkey Kong Country 3, we go find the Lost World.